Today's sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Washington football team. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Play action. It's Ryan. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor it. He shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's a give to Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now Kaepernick. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands, and let them make the big plays downfield.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 3rd down, Ryan. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the handoff, Taylor. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
He's checking.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ryan, a little pop pass, jet sweep. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That puts them in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Now a give to Taylor, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Colts lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now 14-0.
Washington, nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Now here's Johnson. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, Kaepernick slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Washington.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 2. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone now, Kaepernick. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Stays on his feet and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes the score 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the pick 6, and they're decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll run on first down. Gibson, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now Kaepernick. This one left side caught by Gibson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, second down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A give, running right, Gibson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Kaepernick to throw for it on 4th. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Washington 7.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now it's Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, you were backed up into a second and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
So after the INT, it's cap pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Quiddy Pay, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Kaepernick now to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 33. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he stopped immediately there. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's Ryan to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Now Joey Slye for the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken at about the 1. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now Ryan. Again looking for Pittman, a better result here. But I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Taylor looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Going deep downfield for Ross. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Johnson now returning. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now it's Ryan. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Ryan. Complete here. It's Hyde. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Forced out to his left. The ball comes out, and the Colts pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. To the right side, complete to Taylor. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Second and 7. They'll try the left side with Taylor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Returning it, Johnson. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Kaepernick now on first down. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
Yeah, the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. So that one will be accepted. They run with Taylor. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Second down, another run with Taylor. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They'll run with Gibson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play there on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Stop short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Gibson again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Gibson. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. First and 10, Taylor now. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And here comes the end around as Ryan will just leave this for his wideout. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now Kaepernick to try again here after the pick 6. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Kaepernick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there for Washington. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Keon Crossen. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And they take a knee. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Colts, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Washington, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.